that, then it's a fair comment.
Was Jesus from London City?
It's a fair comment.
Was Jesus from London City?
Why do I say he was a backward man?
Bro, you're going to backward
He
man.
owned slaves. He
So,
owned slaves.
wait.
He traded in slaves.
Wait.
He allowed women to be raped.
Wait.
He had sex with a child.
Okay.
Are any of these statements false?
No, wait.
Which one of those statements
You've spoken now,
is
yeah?
false, Shemsy?
Firstly, if the European followed Prophet Muhammad's advice, you would have gone enslaved black people. Why I'm saying that, let me finish. Prophet Muhammad ﷺ said, anyone that goes around and enslave people, enslave what? Free people, then Allah will be his opponents on their resurrection. So you're not allowed to kidnap people and say that I'm a slave. That's why Ibn Hajar al-Haythami, who existed, let's say, nearly 700 years ago, he said that, Ibn Hajar al-Haythami, quoting another scholar, he said there is no slavery anymore in our time. How long ago? 700 years ago. Servitude, I call it servitude, yeah? Because when you say slavery, people have an image about slavery, yeah? I call it servitude. He said, why? He said, because what's happening now is 700 years ago. 700 years ago. He said, what's happening now? People that have been taken as servants either been kidnapped or the Muslims fighting each other. And none of them is permissible to own because it's haram. So now, let me finish. The European, what they did, they came to black people in Africa and they enslaved them.
To that point.
You have to allow me to finish
I know
before.
what you do. You talk and talk and talk.
No, I have to finish that. I'm not going to walk off.
And that's what it's probably going to
I'm not going to walk off.
Okay.
The tactic of Bob, he doesn't let you finish.
Yeah.
That's the tactic of Bob. Why? Because he knows
I know what
that.
you do,
Look, you see, he's not going to let me finish.
You've made a point.
No, allow me to finish. Bob, if you're
making a second
Bob, no. If you don't allow me to finish.
Okay, so you're making 2 points.
I'm not making second. Look. Bob, I spoke.
The second point. You're going on to.
Bob, take care of yourself because it's a joke. You know why? Because you don't let me to finish.
Shemsy.
Bob, you have to let me to
I know
finish.
what you're going to do. You're going to.
I'm not making second point.
You're going to walk away.
Bob, if you. Bob.
Go on. So
I've been here 15 years, yeah?
Wait, now he's making a different point. Shemsy, let me reply to the point that you made.
No, brother, let the people see the love of Jesus. The love of Jesus manifested through his manners.
You know that Shemsy's.
No, I mean, finish.
He's got his hard boys around.
Are you scared, Bob?
But
Shemsy's been running for me for 4 years.
oh, Bob, I exposed you many times to be a liar, to believe God's inside your eye.
So
Come on. No, I haven't finished. I haven't finished.
Okay, well, we'll let him go on and then we'll
I haven't finished. I haven't finished.
2 points.
No, it's not 2 points so far. It's the same point.
It's going on to second point.
Are you his commentator?
Yes, I am. Hurry up.
Okay. He's a teacher of Christianity. The Christians, they will not keep quiet when the person is speaking. They will keep disturbing. And by the way, this person is known to be always drinking alcohol before you come speaker's corner. So imagine an alcoholic person recording for you. Anyway, so let me do my first point, yeah? So my first point, which you interrupted me very rudely.
You finished that?
Now, this man, you know, alaykum salam wa barakatuh. People say, I run from this guy, you know. This guy who believed God was inside private party, tell me I run away from him.
Shemsy,
Allow me to finish my point anyway. If you don't interrupt, I will finish if you don't interrupt. Are you ready?
Okay, shall we do it timed?
No, are you ready?
Okay, I'm going to be quiet. Let's see if he allows me to reply.
Let us put you in test, yeah?
Yeah.
So what I was going to say about the slavery, the Europeans, when they came to enslave black people, they don't use the Quran. They use what? The Bible, okay? So what I was going to mention, he tried to say Prophet is backward because of slavery and so on. I'm going to show him that if Prophet Muhammad was backward because of slavery, your God must be worse than, because Prophet Muhammad was a man. For the sake of argument, I don't accept it, for the sake of argument, no. This is nonsense. Prophet is the best man for mankind, yeah? Your God who said what? If your slave doesn't listen to you, you put a hole in his ear. That's his God. So are you going to call him backward?
Okay, can I reply now?
Yeah, are you going to call your God backward?
Now let's see if Shemsy doesn't interrupt.
Okay, let's see, Bob.
So the reason why I criticize Muhammad for being backward is because of a number of different things, of which slavery is one example. But let me list the reasons why. But it's important to frame this conversation properly. Because
Can you come this side?
Oh, he's interrupting.
I said, can you come this side?
No.
It's okay, it's okay, it's okay.
I want to go this
We're
side,
fine,
brother.
we're fine. Why, Shamsi, why are you interrupting?
Okay.
Why are you interrupting?
So now if I said to him, you can.
Oh no! Look at he's interrupting.
All right,
It's amazing how
let
he
him
uses
finish.
the high ground.
I'm not. I'm just gonna say.
I really would. Are you still
Any
interrupting?
human being with a
look,
sound
he's
is.
interrupting
Still
again.
interrupting. Oh,
Okay, finish.
Shamsi.
All right,
There we
finish.
go. There we go.
I know the psychological war. I know that. No,
All right,
akhi.
you've
Be
got
calm.
hype men, they'll
Be calm.
interrupt for you, they
Let the
always
man
do.
speak who believe goes is a
Well,
private
he's still
part.
interrupting.
I'm speaking to him. I'm not speaking to you. I'm not interrupting you. I'm speaking to him.
Goes on about
Are you gonna control my mouth?
Look about his
Hold a minute. So I'm not allowed to speak to no one else.
And this, ladies and
Bro.
gentlemen, is exactly why I wasn't embarrassed to interrupt Shamsi. Because
Yes,
Shamsi
that's
is now
it. Hypocrisy.
demonstrating
The Western world.
the
He's
exact kind of
a real
manners
example
that he's
of
criticized.
white Christian supremacists who know for
Did I
hypocrisy.
not say Shamsi
That's
would
it.
do this?
yeah, you did.
Oh, you said I'm gonna run, but I haven't run.
Protest.
Protest, you
That
know.
I should listen
I believe
to.
it's haram protesting,
And
by the
now
way.
he's not listening to the counterpoint. So Shamsi has given up the high ground on interruptions. So now that we've done that, if he interrupts me again, I will feel at liberty to interrupt Shamsi as I please.
That's fair, Bob.
So let us frame the argument correctly. The reason why Muhammad is subject to criticism is because of the lofty position that he holds within the Islamic community. Every Muslim to a T will say that Muhammad is the best example.
Indeed.
He is the best man.
Indeed.
There you go, interrupting once more.
I'm not interrupting, I'm saying
There you
indeed.
go, interrupting.
I can't
so
speak.
Now I'm going to be at liberty to interrupt Shamsi
Yes,
and watch him.
I'm not interrupting, I'm saying indeed.
When I do.
Salam alaikum,
So,
akhi. Alhamdulillah, I do
back to the matter is.
Good. No, don't say salam to me because I'm interrupting now.
That
I'm not allowed to say salam.
Muhammad is the best example.
Alayhi salatu
Then you're
wassalam.
saying that Muhammad is the best example when he traded in slaves. That he is the best example when he owned slaves. That he is the best example when he married a 6-year-old child, as if a child could ever consent, and then had sex with a 9-year-old child, as if a 9-year-old child could be ready to have sex. If you're saying that Muhammad is the best example when he allowed his followers to rape their female captives, even though they were married still. You're saying that he is the best example when he robbed pagan caravans, that he waged war, that he said that he will not stop until all the Jews and Christians are excluded from the Arabian Peninsula. And he's smiling, the Muslim at the background.
Yeah,
No,
straightforward.
he's
Smile, smile.
smiling.
Be proud.
Yeah,
Be proud.
Be proud.
Be proud.
Be
Allahu
proud.
Akbar.
There
Be
you go.
proud.
Notice the interruption.
Yes, be proud.
Be proud.
Be
of
proud.
the ethnic cleansing
Finish. I'm going to expose him
of
today.
Muhammad.
Today, I'm going
Now,
to expose
ladies
him.
and gentlemen.
Let him speak.
Now, ladies and gentlemen. Notice the
I'm going to, no, brother.
Notice the
I'm going to expose him
Notice
like
the
we expose
interruption.
Bush and
watch,
Putin.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Just
when
let him
I
speak.
interrupt them, they'll all be complaining about it. But they're not
Like you were complaining as well.
He's
By
doing
the way,
it.
you talk for
Now.
you talk already 4 minutes.
4 minutes, خلاص. Take 4 minutes.
Listen.
How long are you going to speak to tomorrow?
Listen. So that's the argument framed correctly. Now, if it is a case,
Bob, we took 4 minutes.
Muhammad did
Bob,
not do
don't be
these
scared. You took 4
things,
minutes. Are you going to be?
If no, I offered a time. You said.
Ah,
no.
you're gonna speak for long,
No,
okay.
You offered time.
Okay.
You said.
So when are you going to stop?
So no. Notice the interruption.
Because I'm a man of honor. I finished.
When I finish.
Yeah, but you mentioned many points.
Do you remember?
No, he
Shamsi,
mentioned many
when you
points.
said that?
No. I mentioned one point, and you haven't dealt with it. About slavery.
You mentioned two
about
points.
slavery.
Notice.
Anyway, ikhwa, don't interrupt. Because he's gonna run. Because I want to refute his claim on
Notice
camera.
the hype man.
Let him finish.
Notice
Akhi, no,
the hype
let him finish. Akhi, don't call him a liar.
Let me finish.
Let him
Let me finish.
Let him
Shamsi
finish.
says to let me finish.
Yeah, let him finish.
So please, hype men, shut up. Right. Furthermore, so if Muhammad has done all these things, and
Alayhi
he is
salatu
the best
wassalam.
example,
Salatu
then
wassalam,
that
say it.
means that it is an example for you to do. And I think that it is fair to call slave traders backwards. It is fair to call paedophiles backwards. It is fair to call people who perform ethnic cleansing backwards. Muslims complain when ethnic cleansing is done to them in Burma, but they're saying Allahu Akbar when Muhammad sought to ethnically cleanse the Arabian Peninsula. And this is the hypocrisy that your moral example leads you into. Now, Let me address his second point.
What is you telling love story? No, doesn't work like that.
No.
No.
It's gonna
You
take me
mentioned
2 minutes.
no,
It's
Bob.
gonna take me 2
Bob, doesn't work like that, bro.
No.
You mentioned many points, bro.
No.
You mentioned about slavery. No. You mentioned about slavery. You mentioned about Prophet's marriage. You mentioned about Prophet's.
Notice they're complaining.
Ah, come on. Let him, let him finish.
Let me finish.
Because on the camera, they're gonna say who's gonna run.
So he said,
Wait.
well, you said that God of the Christians is worse. But Muslims consistently fail to
I didn't say worse, you're lying, I didn't say worse.
Muslims
I didn't say
fail
worse, you
to
misquote me.
appreciate
You just misquote me, I don't care,
the
you carry on.
fact that the covenant is what Christians believe in. Covenant, old and new. And we sit in a new covenant, a new paradigm. So we don't go out onto the street saying Moses, follow Moses. We say follow Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ did not do the things Muhammad did. Jesus Christ is a better example to you than Muhammad. If the shoe fits, Muhammad should wear it. And there are titles that we give to people who trade in slaves, rape, commit genocide, and then have sex with children.
Finished.
Now you can reply.
Oh, you know what?
I'm not going to
I'm not gonna
interrupt you
finish.
freely.
I'm not gonna finish today. You know what? You're gonna be over. Because he mentioned many points, my brothers and sisters. Ladies and gentlemen, many times I have debated with the Bob.
That's a lie.
Bob believes
A handful of times.
God is inside his eye, firstly. The
That's
second,
also a lie. I don't believe that.
Okay, I'm gonna carry on speaking. You're gonna check our channel, Shemsy with Bob, into you as da'wah.
And I do not say what Shams said that.
Thirdly, let me deal every point. Let me deal with every point, yeah? He said we're gonna call every person that involved in slavery backward.
I didn't say
okay?
that.
I'm gonna finish because you misquote me as well. You talk about slavery, yes? Now, there's two types, there's slavery and servitude. What is the difference between the two? In Islam, believe every human being is free. And no one, no one should be servant. You know, two wrong doesn't make one right. Do you agree with that?
Carry on your talk.
No, I'm asking you, do you agree with that or not?
I'm answering, carry on talking.
Man of honor, you know, he's scared to answer. Because why? If for the sake of arguments, if I was doing wrong, that shouldn't be justified to do wrong. Because if someone is raping your wife, you're not going to go rape his wife, are you?
Like
for the sake of argument.
Had his followers
Prophet never raped
the wives.
You're not going to let me finish. The Prophet's son is better than you, more respectful than you. Now let me carry on. Now he mentioned some points. So servitude, as I've mentioned, my brothers and sisters, to break down and expose the hypocrisy of the white supremacist Christian, Bob, you're going to see that. I'm not going to, allow me finish now, okay? Allow me to finish. You are white supremacist Christian. Okay, I know that very well.
Prove it.
And now I'm gonna elaborate. Let me finish. Let me finish.
Peace be with you.
Yeah, pretend, yeah. Black brother.
Latino brother.
Yeah.
Right behind the camera.
That's what you ancestors did. It's he's not let me finish.
Racist white supremacist.
No, he's speaking.
Who loves his black and Latino
It's
brother.
more racist. It's more racist for you to say I'm racist. That's more racist for you to say I'm racist.
I've not said you're racist.
Anyway,
I know that you're not racist. I'm not
okay, thank you. But I know you're racist. All right. Let me finish now. Yeah, let me carry on.
Someone accused
Elaborate.
you publicly,
So
don't they have to
slavery
provide
and
the proof?
servitude.
Isn't that in your Sharia
I was
law?
not cutting you like that. I was not cutting you like that, Bob. No, wait. Bob, I never cut you like that, you know. Except you're scared. No, it wasn't like that. I was speaking to a brother. No, that is a sign of you scared.
He would complain.
That's a sign of you scared.
There you go.
No. Firstly, I was speaking to a brother. That is not protect. No.
You talking to me the same way you're talking to him, to your cheerleader.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, hypocrisy. Anyway, he mentioned points. I have to clarify those points, yeah? So servitude has been mentioned by the scholars. Prophet Muhammad ﷺ, in the Quran, Adam was created as a free man. Servitude in Islam came after, and it never came by with the Muslims. Exists after. Now, when is allowed servitude? When? Not because you're from a tribe, therefore you're allowed to enslave any tribe, as the all-loving Jesus have mentioned to the Israelites to enslave people. Yes? Secondly, when is allowed in Islam? In a time of war. That's why Prophet Muhammad the Prophet Muhammad said, anyone that goes around and take 3 people as a slave, his prayer will not accept 40 days. If the European followed the teaching of Prophet, they would have gone to enslave the black people in Africa.
Except
The Prophet Muhammad
years,
the Prophet Muhammad said, there's no discussion, brother. You scared. That's a sign is scared. Because I'm going to refute every point. I'm going to refute every point.
This is the history.
He's scared. Wallah, that is a sign. That is a sign he's scared. Wallah, as a sign he's scared. Okay.
Committed by Muslims for 1400 years.
Okay, can I speak now? Because you keep interrupting.
European slave trade.
Do you know why? Wallahi, for the
not
Christian,
saying
he's
it all
scared.
complete.
No, Bob. I was look, Bob.
You were rude to me. You interrupted me. Now I said I would be at liberty to interrupt you.
Bob, I was no. Bob, I was speaking to a brother.
Apologize.
Okay, apologize for?
For interrupting me.
But you interrupted, you apologize.
I'm sorry.
Okay, I'm not sorry. I'm sorry. No, I'm sorry. I'm joking. I'm joking. I said I'm sorry.
He thinks
No, I said.
humiliating someone
I said I'm sorry.
is no. I don't.
I'm joking.
believe you.
Well, I was joking
I don't
with
believe
you.
you.
I was joking. I said.
I don't believe you, Shams.
So can I speak now?
I
Because
don't
it's my
believe you.
time.
No, I'm going to
Okay.
interrupt you at liberty.
That sounds scared. You're scared because I'm going to expose you today.
I'm going to interrupt you at liberty.
Why? Because you're scared. I'm going to expose you.
Are you denying that there was an Islamic slave trade in Africa?
Can I speak now?
Are you denying it?
No, let me speak. You're not going to tell me like this. I'm not. Because when you're speaking, I ask you a question, you've answered my question. Now let me. So when in the time.
Up yourselves, people.
He's not going to let me finish. In a time of war, you know,
No, it's shocking, isn't
brother.
it? It's okay
Ikhwa.
when Shamsi
Wallahi,
does it.
alhamdulillah.
You weren't complaining when Shamsi was doing
That
it.
is a sign he's scared. Wallah, is
Why
a
am I
clear
here,
sign he's
Shamsi?
scared. You don't know what Abu is doing. He's not going to walk away, but he's going to stand here, interrupt me every time I'm speaking. Why? He doesn't want his viewers to
not
hear
interrupting
my
you.
refutation against him.
Keep talking.
You understand? He
Keep
doesn't want to hear
talking.
that.
I'm
So
just
allow me to
passing
speak.
on commentary.
No, it's not commentary. I was not
These are
doing that.
commentary
Bob,
footnotes.
I was not doing that.
Commentary footnote.
Bob, I was not doing that to you.
You were interrupting.
No, Bob, I was not like that.
Carry
I
on
was
with your
speaking.
presentation.
Bob, I was speaking to a
It's
brother.
hilarious to listen how many lies Shamsi can spit out.
You lied
in
against
a
me many times.
single talk.
Okay, let me speak. All right, now, anyway, so now we will talk about servitude in a time of war. Not like Christian
Slavery.
teaching. The time that's not slavery the European did to the black people. May Allah bless and may Allah forgive and answer those people who died by the hands of the right to racists. May Allah answer paradise.
the jihadis.
And now, listen carefully now. And now, so he mentioned in a time of war. In a time of war, the Muslim leader has 4 options. Not the Asr of Islam, that's what the pillar of Islam is not slavery or servitude. What is the 4 options? In a time of war, the war prisoners, either you take them as prisoners, and when you take them as war prisoners, you exchange them with the other prisoners. Prophet did that. That's why Prophet's main concern is not to keep them as a servant, yeah? Yep. The second option, you ask for money. You say, okay, you want to, your people, give me this amount of money and I'll let them go free. Yep. These 2 so far demolish his lie against Prophet Muhammad. His main concern is slavery or servitude. The third option, Prophet did it. You let all people to go free. To show the mercy, sometimes it's wisdom, to show the mercy of Islam, and from the wisdom to show the strength and the power of Islam. So you keep them as a servant. When you keep them as a servant, you treat them the way you treat yourself. You take care of them. Yep. And you're not allowed, Prophet Muhammad said you're not allowed to call them slave. When a man, so why are you saying slave? When the Prophet said don't do it. Lying against Prophet Muhammad. You're lying against Prophet. Now let me finish. Allow me to finish. Allow me to finish now. Allow me to finish. Allow me to finish now. So now the out of one, I haven't finished yet. There's many points you mentioned. Prophet is the marriage of Aisha. Prophet that he tried to genocide. So I have a long time to go. And I'm standing here. Don't interrupt me.
Just answer.
No, don't interrupt me. Don't interrupt me. Now when you keep them, please let me know. Just let me deal with him. Barakallahu fikum. May Allah bless you. Let the Christians who are watching to know he's very rude and he's scared for me to answer the questions.
But it's all right when Shamsi does it.
And now,
it's all right when Shamsi
and now, look, another Christian interrupting. Another Christian interrupting.
And it's a question that every African should be asking.
They're scared. Wallahi. People say I'm scared of this guy. You know. That's why I don't speak to him because I know it's very rude. So now, if it's in a time of war, now Prophet Muhammad why we take him as now you think you know what? To show the power of Islam, for no one try to attack the Muslims, I'm going to keep them as servants. However, when you keep them as servants, you should not cut off you should not, like the God of Jesus said, put a hole in his ear. No. Prophet Muhammad ﷺ, a man came to him. He said, "Oh Messenger of Allah, my chief has tried to cut off my private part." Prophet said, "Go after him. Bring him." The man who hated ran away. because you know Prophet will punish him for that. Prophet Muhammad said, if you hate your servant, there's nothing except you have to let him go free.
So now
you see, let me finish. Allow me to 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 finish. And now, as I've mentioned, you're not allowed to do that, but in a war, yes, we say that. Yeah. However, let me tell you, G in the Bible, because if you believe God all the time is good. So when God said have slaves because they're not Israelites, was that good or evil? Now we got no. I ask you that, Bob. Answer my question right now. When God said in the Bible have a slave, was that good commandment or evil commandment?
Okay, so now let me.
No, answer my question. No, good commandment, evil commandment. I'm gonna interrupt because it's my time. I'm giving you my time.
No.
Don't answer it then. Don't answer it. No. You mentioned many points.
3 or 4 minutes.
Many points because many points. Yeah,
really?
It's my time.
3
Yeah.
or 4 minutes.
I see. Thank you very much. The first time alcoholic man is just. Yes. No, 4 minutes.
It's a bit more than 4 minutes.
No, you're not.
We'll have to
Give him a rope to hang.
No. Wait. Everyone's seen how many points this person mentioned, and now he doesn't want to let me finish. He mentioned about servitude in Islam.
Letting you finish.
He doesn't let me. He
You
mentioned.
go on forever.